Hello, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel for MDE tutorial. And today's video we're going to talk about the security recommendation for vulnerability management. What are the security recommendation provided by Microsoft to improve the your secure score? So let's get started. So I am under the vulnerability management dashboard. In my the last video I explained you the complete details about this the vulnerability management dashboard, which dashboard used for what purpose. And now we are going to talk about the recommendations. So let's go and click on the recommendations. So here you can see all the types of recommendations which will help you to improve your the secure score. So if you seen it here, let me just remove this part as well, severity 1, so we can get all types of recommendation which will help you to improve your secure score. Now here if you seen, it's the totally 67 items we have, so 67 recommendations provided by the Microsoft which will help you to secure your infra. So let me click on let's walk through this. So here is the security recommendation, that's the name where the vulnerability find out, and the OS platform on which type of OS. So here you can see only the Windows because I'm using the only the Windows environment. The weakness, what is the weakness for the application or the type of vulnerability. Now here the related component, so this is for the Microsoft Defender, this is for the Mozilla Firefox, security control, ASR rule, security control from the ASR rule with the Java, and you have the certain categories like the update Notepad plus plus, and here is a Notepad plus plus the component. And now here is the threads. If you seen it's here is a no unknown, and if you see it is a yellow color, then you can see the threads detail as well if there is any related the threads. Now what we can see in the exposed device here, how many devices are exposed. So out of three, the two devices are exposed. Now in this one devices, that means is this Mozilla Firefox, it was installed in the one devices, and the one device is only the exposed. Let me click again here and I can show you. So here is a description. The update for the Firefox letter has the mitigate 408 known vulnerabilities affecting your the devices. So that means is might be we need to upgrade the latest version to fix this vulnerability. Now the exposed device, what is the device name and where this vulnerability find out. So this is the device name where this vulnerability find out and have to improve it. Now this application were installed on this devices, and this is for the exposed devices. Now if you seen the associated CVE, you can get the more details over here. So these are the many CVE because the weakness is 408, that's why the many CVE are listed here. Now request for the remediation, if you did the request for the remediation, so here is the three types: software update recommended, software uninstall if you want to uninstall the software, or if you need the update for the software, or the attention are required. So better let's upgrade the software. Now here is a task management. So open a ticket with the Microsoft MEM, Microsoft Endpoint Manager. So if you have the Azure AD joined devices, then you can directly open a ticket with the Microsoft. But in this case, the ticket is not needed because we can upgrade our the Mozilla Firefox. Now this is the remediation date when you want to do it. So now it is in 19 date, so you cannot select the same date, you have to select the at least the 1 day old date. The purity, you can set it the purity how you want to remediate, it's like a medium or let's say high. And if you want to put any of comment over here, so can say Mozilla Firefox remediation request, or if not you can go for the next. Now here is the choose the mitigation plan, non, warm, or the block. So let's go with the non. I don't want to block it or I don't want to warm it, so just let us the non. and now here is say if you want to export this the details to the CVE, so you will export it. Now let's submit it. So this is a remediation request created, and that you can track over your the over the console. I will show you where it is. So now here it is, your Firefox, Mozilla Firefox details. So it exported, and you can see what are the details over here in the CSV if you want to export it. If not, then you can just click on the done, and we start the remediation for this our Mozilla Firefox. Here is a few more things: open a software page or the report inaccuracy. So if you want to report and you feel this is not a correct data, so you can report as an inaccuracy. Now here is a open a software page. So let's go, and let's see what type of details we can get it here. So it's a the entity name, the vendor is the Mozilla, platform is a Windows, installed on the one machine, and the exposed devices is the one. So this is a 408 vulnerability find out in this our devices and the one exposed device. So it is a details about your overview about your the vulnerability. Now the security recommendation, so this is your the security recommendation which I showed you in the last page, and if you need the more details you can click here, you will get the again the more details on it. So this is the same console what I showed you the last time. So now here is the activity new tab has created because we create a remediation task to fix this vulnerability. Now in the coming video I will show you, I will give you the example how you can fix completely for a vulnerability. Just I am showing you here about the recommendation, what are the options are available. Now this discovery vulnerabilities, so it will give you the complete details about the vulnerability list. So there are the 408 vulnerabilities are found on the Mozilla Firefox. So we are under just to understand the recommendations, what are the recommendations provided for this vulnerability. So here these are the 408 CVE which is associated for this vulnerability. Install devices that I explained you, where this Mozilla Firefox were installed. The version distribution, which is the version was deployed currently, the 72.0, and might be we need a higher version to fix this vulnerability. Event timelines, so here is a Mozilla Firefox 10 vulnerability impacted the one device, 2 vulnerability, 19 vulnerability, 8 vulnerabilities. If you need some more things, so like a customized column, okay, I think I cannot filter the with the date. Yeah, it's here. So let me try to pull that data from the 1st March. So from the first March to on in between the state, we have this vulnerability, the 10 new vulnerability impacted on this device. If you need again the more details, so you can go over here, and here go the related the security vulnerabilities, you can get the more details. Now the browser extension, if you have any of the browser extension which is added on your the Mozilla Firefox browser, you can pull the details from here. So we don't have anything over here. Now we understood something about this recommendation. Let me go back and see what are the other things we can check in our the recommendation, and I will be coming with the new video for to how we can fix this vulnerabilities. So now this is the exposed devices we understood well. Now this is a graph, and now the recommendation type, the software or its configuration changes, or what type of this recommendation activities. So we have the one activities over here, like just now I clicked on to remediate this, that's why it's showing one. And now this is the impact and tag. Let's go with the filtration for this vulnerability. So active has selected, so all these are vulnerabilities, these are the recommendations are inactive. If you have anything under the exception, you can select the exception and can filter it out data. So we don't have anything under the exception. Now, let me go with the remediation type. So we have 5 types here: the software update, software upgrade, software uninstall, configuration changes, and the firmware. And might be it will increase based on your environment in the company. So let's see the software update and the upgrade. Let me do that and let's see how many vulnerability related to software upgrade. So we have the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, oh sorry, yeah, the 7 vulnerability to upgrade the software or update the software, like update the Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, update the Mozilla Firefox. If we update this application, then our vulnerability will fix. NVIDIA GeForce Experience, the Acer Quick Access Book, Notepad, and the Update Rapid, and all these things. So that's indicate if you update your the software, then this vulnerability automatically it will fix with the latest version. Now let me go to the other software uninstalled. If any software needs to be installed, that will give you the report here. So there is a no need to uninstall any of software. Now the configuration changes, let's go and review the configuration changes. So we have the big list for the configuration changes. Block office all the child process, so this is related to the configuration change. If you would like to fix this vulnerability, might be need some changes in the configuration level. So this is related to the something with the ASR. So I will come up with a new video to show you and give you the example how this vulnerability can be fixed. The remediation action, you can go for the remediation request and can work out on it. Let's see what are the steps it will show. So here is the expose to devices. Select the date when you want and you can just click and select for the changes. But easily it's not going to happen. You have to work on to understand what are the changes required to fix this vulnerability. Now what are the things are pending here? So the similar way is the firmware update. If you have any the firmware update, so these are the category for the the remediation type. The related component, like for the configuration change only, so we have the configuration changes here that will apply to all these things. So configuration changes in the account level, application level, or the network level, or the network assessment, or the OS level, or the security control. So suppose we want to check the account level. So let's see if we have any vulnerability here with the account. So we have like 6 vulnerability related to the account. Set the account lockout threshold up to 1 to 10 login attempt. So that means is in my the login account, the logout threshold was not set it. So if I change this value, if I set it on the account, then this vulnerability will gone. The minimum length password length should be the 14 character, but I have the less characters in my password. That's why this vulnerability is here related to account. The enforced password history is the 24 or the more passwords. So all these vulnerability, if we do the changes on account side, then it will fix. Now let's go with the application level. What are the changes required on the application? So disable the turning or the installing download software from the invalid signature. Block outdated active X for the Internet Explorer. Enable automatic update. So all these things need to be changed on the application level. And here is a category like Acrobat Reader, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Office. So let's see related to with the Chrome if we have anything. So we have related to Chrome 3 things. So disabled the password manager. So that means is inside the Google Chrome we have to disable the password manager. Fine. Let's go for the other types of, these are the similar for the network or other things. And here we have a tag list as well, the EOS software, EOS version, upcoming EOS version, 0 day, or if you want to do the filtration based on the tag. Based on the OS, as we see, we have only the Windows in our environment. That's why it's showing only the Windows. So if you have environment for the Mac, Linux, Android, iOS, and the others, you can filter it out and can work on your the this vulnerability recommendation. So here is the device onboarded status. If the device is onboarded, you can select it here. Or if you want to work on the not onboarded on not onboarded devices, you can select here. So guys, that's how you can use the filtration to get the your security recommendation. Now here is a your the customized column. If you want to increase or decrease the column name over here, then you can select or deselect your the column. So like the impact after the expectation, the device onboarding system, I selected here. So now you can see the tags, impact after the exception. So it will increase point 5 points you will get here, and then the 5 points here, 2 points over here. So that will increase the 5 points in your the security recommendation if you work on these vulnerability. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I will be coming up with a new video because vulnerability is a really big topic. That's why I'm creating a one by one video for each and every topic. So I will be coming soon for the remediation part to fix any of the vulnerability, and then inventories, then the weaknesses. So guys, thank you for watching this video. See you soon in my next video.